A warm August morning in 55 BC, the sun rises over the English Channel as 80 Roman ships cut through the waves, their wooden hulls creaking under the weight of 10,000 battle-ready soldiers. At the helm stands one of history's most ambitious commanders, Julius Caesar. This wasn't just another military campaign. This was Rome's first attempt to conquer the mysterious Isle of Britain, a land that had captured the imagination of the Mediterranean world with tales of its wealth, warriors, and wild landscapes. Caesar had timed his invasion perfectly, or so he thought. Modern astronomers have actually pinpointed the exact dates, August 22nd and 23rd. The tides were favorable, the moon was right, and the weather seemed perfect for a landing at Dover's White Cliffs. But Britain had other plans for the famous general. As the Roman ships approached Dover, they were met with an unwelcome sight. The cliffs were swarming with British warriors, armed and ready to rain down missiles on any who dared to land. Caesar, ever the tactician, quickly realized that this would be a bloodbath for his forces. But nature proved to be an even fiercer opponent than the Britons. As Caesar redirected his fleet toward Walmer, seeking safer shores, the Channel unleashed its fury. A violent storm descended upon the Romans, turning their organized invasion into a desperate fight for survival. Imagine being one of those soldiers. The sky darkening ominously, waves crashing over the deck, the wind howling like 1,000 angry spirits. Ships that had proudly carried Rome's finest were now being tossed about like children's toys. Caesar did manage to establish a beachhead at Walmer, but his triumph was short-lived. The storm had devastated his fleet, damaging or destroying many of his ships. Without proper supplies and with winter approaching, the great Julius Caesar was forced to do something he rarely did: retreat. This first invasion might have failed, but it marked the beginning of a fascinating chapter in history. It was Britain's dramatic introduction to Roman power, a stormy prelude to what would eventually become centuries of Roman influence on British soil. And perhaps there's a lesson here. Even the mightiest empires must sometimes bow to the whims of nature, and even the greatest leaders must learn that some conquests take more than one attempt to achieve. Caesar would return the following year, better prepared, but that's another story for another time.